Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Sucks here. Let's go ahead and get into Married at First Sight Season 14 Boston, the reunion part 1. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video, and then hopping into the comment section, y'all, because there is a lot to talk about this week. So a huge thank you to everybody that super patient with me while I was sick last week. Still have a bit of a cough. I will have water, so if I have to take a sip, it's so that I can continue to breathe. All right. I also want to thank everybody that has reached out to congratulate me. I do graduate on Sunday, so what that means is with school in the rear view, more videos, more content, more all of that good stuff. So a huge thank you to all of you for that. Those of you that wrote me on Instagram, those of you that found my Cash App, those of you that have just been super supportive. Thank you. So let's get into the mess, all right? Olajuwon and Katina. So Katina out here with the bayang. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I feel like that wig aged her. It really aged her a lot, but let's continue. So Olajuwon said that he had a lot of self-reflection watching himself on TV. Okay. Olajuwon also mentioned that he felt that Alyssa didn't give enough effort and should have heard Chris out instead of going off of assumptions. I agree. We all agree. Everybody agrees aside from Alyssa. Okay. So Kevin said that he is one of the people that initially did not think that Katina and Olajuwon would work, but he said their chemistry was undeniable. I said, what chemistry? Was it between him yelling at her that she needed to cook, or him questioning her as an adult, or her burning them eggs and scraping them eggs trying to get a hot breakfast on the table? If that's chemistry, okay. So Olajuwon said that he cried on the wedding day because it was very emotional for him and he didn't have his parents there. So I guess his mother might be sick in some capacity. We know his father has passed. He said so it's like a big important day in your life and to not have your parents there. He said he still feels that his father picked Katina personally for him. We think in a montage of Olajuwon talking about cooking, because we know that's what he talked about every episode. Olajuwon said that looking back at it, he feels that he went about it the wrong way. He didn't realize that he was like so stern, so when he talked about it. I said, really? You can't hear how you sound? Okay. Katina said that it was hard to go through because she felt that she was doing her absolute best. And she wants to clarify that she can cook. But there was an incident where she put some chicken into the air fryer. She said she was playing around, she didn't pay attention, and it was undercooked. How do you undercook chicken in the air fryer? So, but Katina wants y'all to know that she can cook. So that was the one meal that he said was inedible. Now was that chicken meal before the decision day when he talked about a meal not being edible? I would like to know. Nonetheless, she says she feels that it just takes a really strong woman to be with him. Because he's so sure of himself. He's so confident in himself that when you have a personality like that, that person can indeed sometimes get a little overwhelming. But she feels that she handled it with grace, and she knew what she was able to handle, so it wasn't an issue for her. I said, oh, okay. If that's how you want to feel about it, sure. Kevin asked if there was something that Olajuwon can now do to validate and prove that he does believe in her, because he spent a lot of the season belittling her. Olajuwon said that she has taught him patience and effort, and that he could not be any happier or proud to call Katina his wife. He then gets on one knee and gives her a new ring. She leans over dramatically, just throws her whole body down, but not a tear came out. Um, and she said that she's super excited. She, of course, says yes. She also says that in her gut, she knew not to throw in the towel. Her gut was telling her to keep fighting. Keep going, girl. Keep being abused. Keep letting this man belittle you. Keep letting this man question your intelligence. Keep letting this man degrade you, because in the end, you can get a diamond ring and you can say, I's married now. I'm not going to argue with y'all in the comments about it either. I'm not. I had somebody spewing and spitting Kevin Samuel facts in my comments as to why Katina needs to be thankful that Olajuwon chose her. Olajuwon said that this entire journey has changed him as a man and he has grown. She says that she then says, I love you. He says, I love you too. This is the first time they have said it. Now, the decision date was the end of September. The reunion was filmed, I believe, in February. So y'all have been living together as husband and wife for those 5 months, and y'all have not said I love you to one another. Olajuwon admitted that he did overreact about the dating app. Katina thinks that at this point in their marriage, a good solid 5 months in, that would never ever happen again. So she's not worried about it, okay? Olajuwon then goes on to say he wonders how all these people that have been around him have never told him how much of an ass that he is. But then he points out that Katina is showing a lot of maturity and growth because she doesn't pay attention to the Twitter fingers. And the people telling her what she should and shouldn't do. So on one hand, Olajuwon, let's do our buckets again. On one hand, Olajuwon, you want people to have told you how much of an ass you are, okay? But then you're happy that Katina is not listening to people tell her how much of an ass you are. Make it make sense, sweetheart. Make it make sense. Olajuwon, I'm sorry, but it shouldn't take for people to tell you how much of an ass you are. You should be able to have your own type of self-reflection about that. But we also have seen a couple of times where people have tried to tell you how much of an ass you are. Did Dr. Viviana not ask you, did you eat before you got married, now that you're requiring your wife to feed you 3 hot meals a day? Did we not see Katina's family and friends kind of call you out on some bullshit and you got defensive with them? Olajuwon, you don't seem like the type of person that would let anybody tell you anything about yourself. You don't look like the type of person that takes criticism, constructive criticism, well. You look like you don't want unsolicited advice. For all we know, people could have told you how misogynistic that you have been, how misogynistic you were, and you told them to mind their own business because you seem like that type of guy. They said that in the next 5 years, they plan to have a kid, a dog, a house with a pool. During this process, or towards the end of the process, Olajuwon sold his house. He said he has too many memories in there. He wanted to start fresh. So he sold his house. They are living in an apartment now. Okay. I just want to say this. I saw a lot of people applauding Olajuwon on Twitter, saying that he's changed, and all the bloggers and the YouTubers and the people that have so much to say about him, you're all wrong. He's a changed man. That man has not changed in a couple of months. I'm sorry, but he hasn't. And if what the issue for me is him now getting on here and saying that, yeah, I saw how I acted and I'm changed. She doesn't have to cook every day. I know she likes to go out to eat, and we can do that. That's fine. You are not going to convince me that you are a truly changed person. Everything that they said seemed very, very rehearsed. I don't give a damn what y'all say in the comments. That man has not completely done has not done a complete 160 and completely changed in a matter of a couple of months. He has not. Katina is going to learn the hard way. I don't care if y'all point out that I don't have a ring on my finger, so I can't talk about this. Katina is a woman that has been in a verbally and emotionally abusive relationship before. She is now in one again, but because she wants to be married so bad, she is willing to stick with it. It's damn near like Stockholm Syndrome. She is willing to stick with it and deal with whatever Olajuwon is throwing her way. That's what that is. Because if that's how he was willing to talk to you when the cameras were on, I am very, very concerned and intrigued how he is now talking to you now that the cameras are off. For all the people saying that, yeah, Katina was giving it to him behind closed doors. She was checking his ass, was she? We didn't see any changed behavior. We're not seeing changed behavior now. We're only seeing Olajuwon say that he has changed, that he has grown. Katina didn't co-sign. Katina didn't say, yeah, I have seen a lot of growth. Katina sat there and smiled and nodded and was too busy staring at her hand. And because Olajuwon did that purposely in the middle of their segment to try to distract her. So before they got really into it, he gets on one knee. He gives her this big diamond ring. Now she's completely blind to everything that he was doing before. I hope they're on couples cam. I would be interested to watch to see how they are doing now in real time when the cameras are off and they're being a little more realistic than they are typically on here. This is good. God bless you. God bless you. Hop in the comments, y'all. Let me know how you guys felt about this episode. Let's go on to the next couple.